Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 5 of Mastering Regular Expressions from Beginner to Pro with Regex 101. Last time we tackled character classes and ranges like lowercase a to lowercase z for lowercase letters and caret 0 to 9 to skip digits. If you missed it, check the link in the description. It's key for today. This episode we're diving into anchors and boundaries to control where our matches happen, like the start or end of a string or whole words only. By the end, you'll match patterns with laser precision. Let's jump in. So, what are anchors and boundaries? Anchors let us match specific positions in a string, not just characters. The main ones are caret matches the start of a string, $sign matches the end of a string, slash b a word boundary which match whole words, not parts of. For example, caret slash d matches a digit at the start of a string, perfect for something like a numbered list. Where slash bcat slash b matches the word cat but not category. These give us pinpoint control over our patterns. Let's see them in action on Regex. The role of the multiline flag slash m. The primary purpose of the m multiline flag is to change the behavior of the anchors, caret, and $sign. Without slash m, you get the default behavior. Caret matches only the absolute beginning of the entire input string. $sign matches only the absolute end of the entire input string, or just before a trailing new line character at the very end of. With slash m in multiline mode, caret matches the beginning of the entire input string and the beginning of each line within the string, immediately after a new line character slash n. $sign matches the end of the entire input string and the end of each line within the immediately before a new line character slash n. If your test string contains a carriage return, you will need to turn on the multiline option in Regex 101. If you are not getting the results with anchors, your error is most likely that you haven't turned on multiline. Anchors apply to each individual line of your text. On Regex 101, we turn on multiline by clicking in the top right of the regular expression, toggling the multiline option on and off. Let's start with the caret anchor, which matches the start of a string. We'll use it to find strings that begin with a digit like caret slash d. I'm typing caret slash d in the regex box. This says match a digit at the very start of the string. Here's our test string. Hit enter and regex 101 highlights just the 1 in 123 ABC and 4 in 45 def. Why? Only those strings start with a digit. ABC123 and XYZ789 don't match because their first character isn't a digit. The explanation panel says assert position at start of a string match a digit. Now let's try multiline mode to see how caret behaves with multiple lines. With the slash m flag on it, it still matches 1 in 123 ABC, 4 in 45D, because each line is treated as a separate string. This is super useful for things like log files where you need to check each line start. Now let's try $sign anchor, which matches the end of a string. Let's find strings that end with the word end using end $sign. I'm typing end $sign in the regex box. This says match end at the very end of the string. Here's our test string. Run it and it matches end, the end, friend, and send. Why? Those strings end with the literal end. It skips ending because they have extra characters after end. The explanation says match the characters END literally. Insert position at end of string. Now if I add a space after the word friend, it no longer matches. Because the line does not end with end. It ends with end and a space, which is not a match. Let's try multiline mode again. With slash m on, it still matches the end, friend, and send, because each line is treated separately. $sign with slash m matches the end of each line, which is great for parsing logs or structured. Now let's look at word boundaries with slash b. This lets us match whole words only, not parts of words. Let's match the word cat as a standalone word with /b cat/b. I'm typing /b cat/b. This says match cat as a whole word with word boundaries on the sides. Word boundary is where a word character, like a letter, meets a non-word character, like a space or punctuation. Here's our test string. Run it and it matches just cat at the start. It doesn't match cat in cats, category, or scat, because those aren't standalone words. The explanation says assert word boundary, match cat, literally, assert word boundary. This is super useful when you need precision, like matching bat but not battery. Without /b, you'd get unwanted substring. Time for your challenge. Write a regex to match a line that starts with error and ends with a timestamp like 1234. Use caret and $sign, and for simplicity, assume the timestamp is 2 digits, a colon, and 2 more digits. Pause the video, head to Regex 101, and try this test string. My answer, error.message ./d2 :/d2 $/gm. Error.message ./d2 :/d2 $/g. Let's break that down. Start with the caret error. We are going to anchor to any string that starts with error. Add the period. We have a white space that we cover. Add the message. Look for error, a space, and then message. Add the period. We have another white space we need to account for. Add /d curly bracket to curly bracket. Look for 2 digits next to each other. Add semicolon. Match on the colon after the 2 digits. Add /d curly bracket to curly bracket $sign. We want to anchor on that. The string must end with 2 digits. If we don't use the anchor, it will grab the value with the 2 sets of colons. Let's recap. Today we covered anchors, caret for the start of a string, $sign for the end, how they work with multiline mode. We also learned /b for matching whole words only. Plus, you got a challenge to match error lines with timestamp. Next episode, we'll dive into groups and capturing to extract specific parts of matches, like username from emails or dates from text. It's going to level up your regex skills, so don't miss it. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments how your challenge went. See you in episode 6.